Good morning. Welcome to Tara's Tidbits AM edition. Today is Monday, June the 2nd. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We're in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verses 19 through 27. And it says, "This means I'm not bound to obey people just because they pay me. Yet I've become a servant of everyone so that I can bring them to Christ. When I'm with the Jews, I become one of them so that I can bring them to Christ. When I'm with those who follow the Jewish laws, I do the same, even though I'm not subject to those laws, so that I can bring them to Christ. When I'm with the Gentiles who do not have the Jewish law, I fit in with them as much as I can. In this way, I gain their confidence and bring them to Christ. But I do not discard the law of God. I obey the law of Christ. When I'm with those who are oppressed, I share their oppression so that I might bring them to Christ. Yes, I find common ground with everyone so that I might bring them to Christ. I do all this to spread the good news, and in doing so, I enjoy its blessings. Remember that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize. You must also run in such a way that you will win. All athletes practice strict self-control. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize. So I run straight to the goal with purpose in every step. I'm not like a boxer who misses his punches. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified." Two different whole things in that section, in my opinion. Number one is, in order to win others to Christ, we have to be able to relate to them. Do we live in a sinful way to get their attention or to relate to them? No. But he said, when I'm a Jew, I be like the Jews so that I can win them to Christ. When I'm with Gentiles, I be like them so I can win them to Christ. But in verse 22, it says, "But I do not discard the law of God and the law of Christ." I still obey those while I'm doing all that. So while we're going out and ministering to others, make sure that we are still obeying the law of Christ. The other thing there is running that race. We are all running a race, and our end result, our prize we're trying for, is heaven. And so we need to make sure every day we are running that race to get there. Are we going to be perfect at it? No. But we need to strive every day to be more and more and more like Jesus, to get closer and closer and closer and closer to that prize. Amen. Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for your many blessings, Lord, every day. Thank you for your word. I thank you that we can read your word every single day and learn more about you and how you would have us to live. Lord, help us to be a witness to others. Help us to be able to relate to them in like what area of life they are in, Lord, but at the same time, still obeying your law, but getting close to them and letting them know that we understand them and that we see them and that you love them. Lord, help us to finish this race. I feel like this race is almost over. I feel like we're almost at the finish line. So Lord, help us to continue running this race to the best of our ability. And as we're running this race, Lord, that we are grabbing people from the sidelines and bringing them with us, because that's the goal, is to bring as many people to heaven with us. So help us to finish this race strong, Lord, because it's almost over. For it's in your name I pray. Amen. 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 We got to finish running this race, y'all. So tonight, I will be live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Bible study and worship. I'd love to have you join us. We have a great time in there. We learn from each other, lift each other up, pray for each other, worship together. It is amazing. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the TikTok channel. Go out today. Find somebody to show the love of Jesus to, because you may be the only Jesus that they ever see. Have a great day.